Day 267 of doing a LeetCode problem every day until I get a job. All right, y'all, we're back again another day, another LeetCode problem where we're doing daily LeetCode problems. And today we have question number 74, search a 2D matrix. The difficulty level is medium, but don't even worry because we're going to keep the solution as simple and easy to understand as possible. But before we get started, y'all, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you need any new Apple AirPods, go ahead and check out that link in the description and go ahead and get you some. Now, let's see what the question says. Question says you are given an n by n integer matrix with the following two properties. Each row is sorted in non-decreasing order. The first integer of each row is greater than the last integer of the previous row. Given an integer target, return true if target is n matrix or false otherwise. You should write a solution in big O of log m times n time complexity. All right, y'all, so that sounds simple enough, but let's go ahead and look at these examples just so we can make sure that we are doing exactly what it is that they want us to do and we answer this question correctly. So in example 1, we have the input matrix equals a 2D array or a matrix, n by n grid, first row being 1, 3, 5, 7, second row being 10, 11, 16, 20, third row being 23, 30, 34, and 60 with the target being 3. So first thing we need to understand is in this 2D array of integers, we need to understand that each array inside of this initial array represents a row. So this right here represents row 1. As you can see, 1, 3, 5, 7. Row 1 is 1, 3, 5, 7. This right here represents row 2. 10, 11, 16, 20. As you can see, row 2 has 10, 11, 16, and 20. And lastly, finally, but certainly not least, row 3 has 23, 30, 34, and 60. As you can see, row 3 has 23, 30, 34, and 60. The target equals 3. So all we want to do is see if we could find this target, which in this case is 3, if we could find this target anywhere in this matrix, right? Or anywhere in any one of these arrays, does the integer 3 come up or exist? And as you can see, it exists right here in row 1, so we can return true, right? Because we found the target, which is 3. We don't have to return which row it's in. We don't have to return which column it's in. We don't have to return its index or any of that. All we have to do is return true if it's in the matrix or false if it's not in the matrix. So let's look at example 2 where it gives us a case where we cannot find a target, right? So in example 2, we have the input matrix equals the n by n matrix, first row being 1, 3, 5, and 7, second row being 10, 11, 16, and 20, and the third row being 23, 30, 34, and 60. This time the target equals 13 and the output is false because as you can see, there is no 13 anywhere. It's nowhere to be found in this matrix. It says right here, each row is sorted in non-decreasing order, meaning it's in ascending order from smallest to greatest, which means 13 should be right here somewhere, and I don't see 13 anywhere. It's nowhere to be found, so we could just return false because 13 does not exist. The target does not exist anywhere in this n by n matrix that they've given us. So now that we understand the question, y'all, let's get into the fun part, the actual solution. And the solution is not that difficult at all. So let's get started. First thing we want to do is get the number of rows and columns that are in the matrix. So in order to do that, we could just say, come right here, say let row equal matrix.count. Then we come down here and we can say let cols, which is short for column, equal matrix, square bracket 0 dot count. Now we need to initialize the binary search boundaries, right? So in order to do that, we're going to declare a variable called left. We'll set that equal to 0, and left represents the start index. Then we could declare another variable called right, set that equal to 0, and right represents the end index. Now we need to perform the binary search until the left pointer exceeds the right pointer. So to do that, we just come right here and we say while left is less than or equal to right, open up the brackets. Now we need to calculate the middle index between the left and right. So in order to do that, we just say let mid, short for middle, let mid equal left plus, open up the parentheses, right minus left, come outside of those parentheses and divide it by 2, just like that. Now we need to convert the 1D index, which is mid, into a 2D index using the row and column calculations. So in order to do that, we're going to say let mid value equal matrix, open up the square brackets, mid divided by cos, come outside those square brackets, open up some more square brackets. This time we're going to say mid mod cos, just like that. Boom. Now we need to check if the middle value is equal to the target. So in order to do that, we could just say if mid value equal sign target. That means we found the target, so we could just open up the brackets and say return true. Boom. Now, if the middle value is less than the target, we need to move the left pointer to the right. So in order to do that, we could just say else if mid value less than target, open up the brackets, we're going to say left equals mid plus 1. Boom. Now, if the middle value is greater than the target, then we need to move the right pointer to the left. So in order to do that, we could just come right here and we could say else. Then we could say right equals mid minus 1. Boom, just like that. And if the binary search completes without finding the target, then we could just come right here and we say return false. So if all of this completes and we still haven't found the target, then we could just return false because that means the target's not in there. So let's run this, y'all. Make sure it runs like it's supposed to. First try. Can we get the first try? Ooh, we got the wrong answer, y'all. So the question is, where do we go wrong? This looks like we went wrong right here. 9 times out of 10, y'all, if you get the wrong answer, I know it's tough because it doesn't really tell you where the error is, but 9 times out of 10, it's because you got your math wrong somewhere. So let's go ahead and clean this up. That should be, right should equal row times cos minus 1. Now let's run this again. Hopefully it runs this time. Ooh, and it's accepted, y'all. Look at that. So let's go ahead and submit it. Let's submit it. Make sure it stays accepted even when we submit it. Ooh, look at that, y'all. 0 milliseconds beats 100% of users with Swift. Not too bad at all. If I do say so myself, those are some good numbers right there. So before we leave, make sure y'all get one more look at the code. Read it, love it, learn it, internalize it, understand it, do what you got to do so that you know what's going on. And I hope y'all learned something today, and I hope to see y'all here tomorrow for another day, another LeetCode problem. I'll see y'all then.